We are officially 8 weeks out, which means this is complete crunch time now. I have to go ham. I have to have 100% meat mentality. Every single time I train, I can't change my grip width or stance or anything else because we have 8 weeks to get as much strength as I can, and I'm slowly starting to peak now. So today's workout is deadlift, and instead of 10 sets of 2, we're starting to peak a little bit. It's 8 sets of 2, but now the numbers are really high. I have to pull 475 for 8 sets of 2, and it's getting closer to my 85, 90%. And for the next 4 weeks, I'm gonna be increasing, hopefully, every single week by 15 pounds, all the way up until about 520 or 525 before I peak really, really hard and start hitting some singles at the 550, 560 range to hopefully get 600 at the meet. And because we're 8 weeks out, everything is all about sport specificity now. So now for today's bench, instead of doing the usual floor press, it's a full-on competition bench for the base level of fatigue now. So I'm not doing floor press anymore. It's competition bench, 3x5, 275, just establishing that baseline of fatigue and also having 1 extra day for form check and technique work. After we did deadlifts, then we did squats. And because it's 8 weeks out, it's time to turn it up. And usually I've been messing around 275 or 315. And today I really wanted to get in the zone, especially since I was training with Lou and also Herman and some really strong guys today. I didn't want to just do 315 when I saw them squatting 405. So I did 315 for the first 2 sets and it felt really, really good. And I really got in the zone. I was able to hit 365 for a set of 5. And this is awesome because the 5 reps I hit today after deadlift was actually smoother and faster than my main sets on Friday of 365 for 10 sets of 3. So that tells me that if I can get myself in the zone and if I can hit all my cues, I still have a lot more left in me. So I just have to turn it up and make sure I have the meet mentality and treat every single training session as if it was a meet. Today, Evan also trained with us. He just came back from vacation. He's gonna jump right into the meet prep, which is pretty hardcore because he didn't have the last 4 or 5 weeks to build that foundational strength. And also last week while squatting with us, he kind of hurt his knee a little bit, so he wasn't able to squat with us, but his deadlift still looks really, really fast, and he's just trying to work around his injuries, and hopefully he'll recover in time to compete with everyone at our meet in Anaheim in August. And also, Sero, because this is his last 8 weeks of training, I've been watching him pull conventional and sumo, and every single time I see him pull conventional, he breaks the floor easier, he's able to lock it out faster, and although it does feel like a longer range of motion because he is over 6 feet tall, he feels more comfortable with sumo. But from my experienced eye, as experienced as it is, which I only have like 3 years of powerlifting, but I've seen a lot of athletes coming in and out of this gym at multiple levels, I noticed that Cyril does pull the best, gets the best lat activation, and breaks the floor easier when he pulls conventional, and he did an amazing job today with 8 sets of 2 at 415, and that's coming off of sumoing for the last 4 weeks. So I'm really, really excited for Cero because Cero and Churro are gonna be competing against each other, and we like creating this internal beef because it just makes everything more exciting and it pumps everyone up and it takes everyone's competitive edge to the next level. So after I did squats, then we moved on to good mornings. And good mornings, straight legged Anderson from pins, that's one of my favorite deadlift accessories because it forces you to sit all the way back if you wanna lock your knees out. And that's a problem that I have. I have a problem with sitting back and relying on my glutes to also help me pull with the deadlift. You watch me pull, a lot of times it's all quads, all back, and my glutes, they're just there. They're big, but they're just there and not really engaging in the movement because I'm not really sitting back and getting those vertical shins in before I lift the weight off the floor. With the straight leg good mornings, it forces me to sit back and use glute activation to lift it along with my back. So I put those back in and I took out the other straight leg deadlift because I need to choose the accessories that are gonna best make me stronger on meet day. And then last but not least, I finished off with some pull-ups, 4 sets of 10, messing around with pauses, just doing faster reps, just because, like I said, it is sport specificity time. And on the bench, it is very, very important to keep your upper back tight while you bench to move maximal weight. And because of that, I wanna make sure that I do hit a back movement every single day to remember that cue so that I can get the most out of my bench training. And that's it for today. Peace.
Do you guys think it's good to replicate a top-tier athlete for your training?
No. Short answer, no, but it's a
Damn.
good question.